Time to Be Free is your first solo album. It sounds really great. Do you have the impression on this record of a personal rebirth?
Yes and not. I think that in one way, of course, it's a restart. It's a new band, and it's a new period in my life, and I met new people to work with, including the producer. But on the other hand, I think it's just like as a follow-up or a continuation of what I've done in my past. So the idea of this album was to embrace all of my past experiences together and translate them into a current moment. So, of course, I wouldn't like to copy what I've done in the past and to imitate my own work from the past, but I can't deny that I have some influences and some experiences that cannot be hidden. So they must be present in this work as well, because it's my first solo record, and I know that people would expect something from this record, familiar. And but the biggest challenge and the biggest goal was to try to think in a different way, even if I'm connected to my roots. But this album should be somehow very modern and up to date. So I think this was the biggest goal, and I think that's what we actually achieved with this album.
But with the title of this record, we understand that you have the feeling to be really free. Can you explain us why this feeling to be free?
This is only the first impression about the album title, and it's not wrong, it's right. I mean, now I'm free from some ties from the past, from some certain musical limitations, whether in a band or in another band. But in fact, that also means that I'm able to walk from one thing to another with no problem. For instance, when we play live nowadays, we're able to play either the brand new stuff and original stuff that's present in this album, as well as the old past good classics from my career. So in one hand, that's what to be free means. I don't mean that I would maybe go another direction or do another kind of music completely different from what I've done so far, because I've established my name under a certain musical stamp and style. That was my choice, and that's what I really like to do. But actually, Time to Be Free, the title wasn't really chosen because of that. It was chosen by another reason. I think that we must, that stands for everybody, and I hope that this message is being passed away through music. But I think that it's about time for everybody in the world, and no matter where you are, to get a little bit more conscient about the world around. And actually, I think that we're living a very peculiar moment in history, because everything seems closer, everything seems more connected and faster because of the advent of technology and the progress of technology. But if that's good and practical in one hand, on the other hand, I think that it insulates the people more, because you are too virtual, and sometimes we are forgetting about some very basic human elements inside, So some of the human values are being forgotten and are getting a little bit lost, and that's something to worry about, I think, because more and more people turn more individualist and more consumist, and they're looking for material goods, and they think that they can find freedom outside somewhere, while as probably freedom is something to be worked out and to be found inside of yourself, no matter where you are. You know. So I think that everybody in the world right now is like, no matter where we live, but we're facing the same kind of problem, and we maybe don't know really well how to deal with this situation. You know, everybody seems a little bit like lost and searching for a reason to live. You know, because no one trusts the old values anymore, such as politics or religion or even sports. You know, I mean, everything is a little bit running out of credibility. So, but I believe that music still is something that is able to reunite people, is able to pass some ideas around. So that's my purpose with this record, with my music, you know, to let people feel and think about such deeper issues in life.
Do you have the impression that in your career there will be there was difficult moment when where your freedom was not at an extreme point, you know?
Yeah, but I was somebody who always fought for my freedom, and if sometimes they try to fight for his freedom, and if that means that you need to take some drastic decisions in life, then you must go for it. You must not be afraid of changing things drastically in life. I mean, not in an inconsequent way. You should really think twice before doing such things, but sometimes the ruptures and the breaks are really vital, are really super important for a change, and for not only a change, but also to help you finding a new will to live and a new motivation to keep doing what you do. So that was my point always in life, and I think that with this solo band now, it's pretty much the end of the cycle. You know, I've been through many experiences, and right now I really think that I can get all of those experiences together and use it on the current activity and on the current moment.
And now, do you feel a real climax of trust with your team now?
Yes, because I think that across the years, you know, something that happens when you are, you know, working together with other people, and there are some changes and some breakups and split-ups and stuff. I mean, what really happens is that you start like filtering